Hi everyone, so today I'll be talking about Aisha's financial planning. She's a fresh graduate who just started working inshallah with a salary of 3,750 ringgit. Even though she just started her career, she already has a few commitments like EPF, income tax and student loan. On top of that, Aisha needs to think about where she's going to stay, how she's going to work, and also start saving for her wedding in 2 years. She also wants to learn about more insurance, takaful, and maybe start investing in her future. So the purpose of this report is to give her a clear plan how to manage her savings, expenses, transport, housing, and also prepare for retirement. With proper planning, Aisha can balance her current responsibilities and still achieve her future goal. Now, let's look at Aisha's monthly cash flow. Her gross salary is 3,750 ringgit, but after deducting 11% EPF contribution, the net salary becomes 3,375 ringgit 50 cents. On the outflow side, she has several commitments. This includes income tax of 82 ringgit 50 cents, zakat of 94 ringgit, education loan of 50 ringgit, and parents allowance of 200 ringgit. For living costs, Aisha spends 650 ringgit on rent and about 250 ringgit for transport, which covers the My50 LRT pass and occasional credit cards. Food and groceries take up 800 ringgit, while utilities, phone, and internet cost 150. She also allocates 250 for personal and social spending. In terms of saving, Aisha puts aside 202 and 53 cents for emergency funds, 416 and 67 cents for her future wedding, and 200 for investment. Altogether, her total outflow is 3,345 ringgit 70 cents, leaving her with a small surplus balance of about 29 ringgit 80 cents every month. This shows that while Aisha is able to cover her expenses and save, her cash flow is quite tight, leaving her very little room for unexpected costs.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad HARIZ, and today I will talk about monthly expense amount that Aisha need to pay. So the first one is emergency fund. So emergency is very important in case we have any accident or anything happen to us. So we need to raise a certain amount of cash for our emergency fund, which is for this case put about 6% of the salary. So the salary is 3,375.5 times 6% is equal to 202.50 cents. So every monthly she need to pay 202.50 cents for the emergency fund, intervention emergency fund. So it's up to 6 months because she is less stable. She just started to work and she independent. So up to 6 months she will get the total of 1,215.80 cents. So the next emergency expense amount that she need to pay is education loan. So she need to pay 50 ringgit every month for the education loan. Alright. So and then she also need to pay for the wedding in 2 years. She want to get married in 2 years. So the total cost average of the wedding is 10,000. So she need to save for 24 months. So I will tell the detail of the total. What is 10,000? So the first one is entire and beauty. 2,000. She need to buy the gown, makeup, hair, accessories. So and then we got a venue and decoration. We got hall for 500. We got plumbing to set up 100. Then we got flower and decoration. And then also we need catering. Total amount is 200. We especially the guests or people is about 152,000 packs. So we have beverage and dessert corner to the left dessert. Also we have photography and everything for the memories. Of course, it's about 1,200. And then we got entertainment and music for the MC system and the door gift also. So it's 800. So we have an emergency amount also inclusive. I think we need to the amount is surplus, so we have an emergency one we can pay. So it's 500. So it's total about 100. So she want to get married in 2 years. So it's about 24 months. So in 24 months, every month she need to pay 1,600.67 in it. So 10,000 divided by 24. So the total is 116.67 ringgit. Okay, and the last expense amount she need to pay is other available amount, which is the first one is zakat. Zakat is 2.5 of the annual income. So the annual income of Aisyah is 3,750. So times 12 annual is equal for 45,000. So 2.5% times 45,000 is 1,125 per year. So monthly she need to pay about 94 ringgit monthly. Okay. Also the payment allowance is 200 ringgit, and personal saving, so you need to save if you want to go shopping apa, we have a 250 ringgit. Food and grocery 100 ringgit since she live alone and she will need to work. So and utility phone internet is 150 ringgit. Okay. That's all for the monthly expense amount. Bye bye.
Hi, my name is NURFATIN binti SHARIDAN, and I will explain for step 3, which is place to stay for Aisyah. Now let's move to step 3, which is about choosing a place for Aisyah to stay inshallah. Since she is from Kedah and working here, housing will be one of her biggest expenses. According to financial guidelines, a person should not spend more than 30% of their net salary on housing. Aisyah's net salary after EPF and deduction is around 3,237.50. So her housing budget should be around 971 and 25% per month. We compare 3 options for her. Option number 1 is renting a room. The average cost of renting a room near Shah Alam is around 900 per month. This works out to about 27.8% of her salary, which is within the recommended budget. It's affordable, close to her workplace, and allow her to still save money for her wedding and other financial goals. Option 2, renting an apartment. Renting a whole apartment in Shah Alam can cost around 1,300 per month. That equals about 14.2% of her salary, which is much higher than the 13% guideline. This will reduce her ability to save and increase financial pressure, so it's not the best option for the current stage. Option 3, buying a house. If Aisyah were to buy a house, the estimated monthly mortgage would be around 1,200 or 37% of her salary. It is also above the recommended percentage. Since she has just started working and still need flexibility, this option is not practical right now. So the best choice for Aisyah at this stage is to rent a room for 900 per month. The option is within her budget, give her financial flexibility, and allow her to save towards a wedding and future investment. Later, once her income increases, she can consider renting an apartment or even purchasing her own home. So for now, we recommended that Aisyah keep her housing simple and practical. That's all for me. Thank you.
Now I'm sharing for Aisyah's transportation option in Shah Alam. Since her office is near the MRT, she has 3 choices, which is public transport, a motorcycle, or a car. The first and most practical option is public transport. With the My50 Unlimited Pass, she only spends 50 ringgit monthly plus around 150 on Grab rides, making her total cost about 200 ringgit. It's the cheapest choice to help you save on a wedding and emergency fund and avoid commitment like maintenance or insurance. The main drawback is limited flexibility due to fixed road and schedules. The second option is a motorcycle such as Yamaha Y-Super. With loan repayments, petrol, insurance and maintenance, the monthly cost would be around 350 ringgit to 370 ringgit. It's faster and more flexible, especially in traffic, but riskier in terms of safety and less convenient in wet weather. This would be better for her once she has secured her finance. The third option is a car, for example, a Kedua Negeri costing around 50,000 ringgit. Monthly loan payment plus petrol, insurance, toll and parking will exceed RM1,000. While it offers the most comfort and independence, it will take up almost a third of her income, making it unsuitable for now. A car would be more realistic in the long term once her household income increases. In conclusion, the best short-term choice for Aisyah is public transport, with the possibility of a motorcycle in the medium term and a car until she achieves better financial stability.
Hi, my name is SYAZWANA binti Kamaluddin. For insurance versus takaful with suggestions, Aisyah wants to protect herself from future risks but is unsure about insurance and takaful. Both aim to cover unexpected losses like accidents, illness or death, but they work differently. Insurance is basically contract where you pay a fixed premium and the company compensates from financial loss. It's profit driven and may not follow ethical or religious guidelines. Takaful, on the other hand, is Sharia compliant. It's based on risk sharing and cooperation. Participants will contributions to help each other and any surplus is returned or reinvested. It avoids practices like interest, excessive uncertainty or gambling, making it ethical for Muslims. Both insurance and takaful protect against financial risk, but takaful emphasizes mutual help, fairness and sharing burdens. It's ideal for those who want Sharia-compliant financial services. Since Aisyah is new to work, she may not afford multiple plans. The most practical option for her now is a takaful medical card. It covers hospital admission, surgery and treatment, protecting her savings from unexpected medical costs and financial stress. Among available providers, Etika Takaful is a suitable choice for Aisyah. Ya Medical Plus plan offers lifetime coverage up to 1.5 million, cashless hospital admissions via the Etika Plus app, flexible plans and family package with discount. Public feedback shows basic plans are affordable around RM73 until RM100 per month, making it practical and sustainable for fresh graduates like Aisyah. Other types of protection like income protection and accident coverage are also important. However, this can be considered later when Aisyah's income increases and her financial situation becomes more flexible. Right now, a medical card is the most immediate and essential protection. By choosing takaful, she participates in a system based on mutual help, which is both financially sound and ethically responsible. Therefore, a takaful medical card plan such as Etika Medical Plus is the best solution as it protects her healthcare needs while laying a strong foundation for future financial stability. Insurance and takaful products provide protection but in different structural and philosophical ways. Since Aisyah is at the start of her career and has limited income, a medical card takaful plan is the most suitable option. It provides comprehensive medical coverage based on mutual assistance and fairness. As her career progresses and income grows, she can consider adding other protection policies like income protection and accident coverage. This approach ensures she secures the most important form of protection now while building a strong financial safety foundation for the future.
Now, I'll be sharing about suitable investment option for Aisyah, who has just started her job and is still on a limited salary. At this stage, it is important for her to focus on low-risk, Sharia-compliant and budget-friendly investment while steadily building her savings. One of the best options for Aisyah is Amanah Saham Nasional Berhad or ASNB Unit Trust Fund. These funds are government-backed, very safe and offer a return of about 4% to 5%. They also allow flexible withdrawal, which is useful if she needs money for her wedding or emergency. For example, by investing RM2,000 each month, she can grow her savings consistently while still keeping them liquid. Another excellent choice is Tabung Haji. This is Sharia compliant and designed to help Muslims save for Hajj. It provides annual dividends of around 3% to 4% and is considered very secure. Even with just RM100 per month, Aisyah can strengthen her financial foundation while preparing spiritually for her future pilgrimage. In the longer term, she could also consider making voluntary contribution to EPF under the SYAZWANA program. EPF usually give 5% to 6% dividend annually, plus government incentive, making it perfect for retirement planning. Additionally, once her cash flow improves, she can explore the private retirement scheme or PRS, which offers tax relief of up to RM3,000 a year. However, PRS is more of a long-term option since funds are locked until retirement. To summarize, Aisyah should prioritize safe and flexible investment for now. A practical plan would be to invest RM200 monthly in ISA and RM100 in tabung haji. Later, when her income grows, she can add EPF contribution or PRS for retirement. This approach helps her balance short-term financial needs with long-term goals.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hakimi bin Kamaruddin. We will move on to the next part, which is retirement plan. For Aisyah retirement plan, her main savings will come from the Employees Provident Fund or EPF. Every month, she contributes 11% of her salary, which is about RM412.50, while her employer contributes 13% or RM487.50. In total, this means RM900 goes into a EPF account every month, or around RM10,800 a year. If she continues saving for the next 30 years with an average return of 5%, she could accumulate about RM800,000 to RM900,000 for her retirement. As an additional option, Aisyah can also consider the private retirement scheme or PRS. If she saves even RM100 to RM200 per month, she can enjoy tax relief of up to RM3,000 a year and build an extra RM100,000 to RM250,000 by retirement age. My recommendation is that for now, Aisyah should focus on EPF as her main retirement plan since her cash flow is still limited. In the future, when her salary increases, she can start contributing to PRS to further strengthen her retirement savings. So, in conclusion, Aisyah financial plan is a clear example of how proper money management can balance current commitments while also preparing for the future. By focusing on savings, investments and protection, she is not only building financial stability but also ensure long-term independence and security. This shows us that with discipline and consistent planning, anyone can achieve a more comfortable and secure financial future. Thank you for watching.